I'm Ali Aguilera from Young Invincibles. On November 6th, elections for congressional representatives are happening all over the country. There's a lot of issues for candidates to consider: healthcare, immigration, and one that's particularly important for our generation, college. There's a lot at stake. Here at Young Invincibles, we've spoken to young people around the country, and they've told us what they want candidates to prioritize to fix the higher education system. So let's talk about it. Here are 5 proposals for congressional candidates to consider. First, degrees without debt. We all agree, a college degree is one of the best ways to get ahead financially. But for too many students, a degree also means a lifetime of debt. The higher ed system is particularly failing students of color, who tend to borrow more, default more, and are forced to leave school with debt and without a degree much more. Congress and state legislatures have the power to reinvest in higher education and bring costs down for all students. Innovative plans like the Debt-Free College Act would actually make the cost of college free for many students. And when we say free, we mean more than just tuition. A truly debt-free plan covers things like housing, food, and transportation. Things that your financial aid doesn't necessarily cover, but that often are the reason that students have to leave school. It's time to reinvest in higher education without a lifetime of debt for all students. Next, dreaming of a degree. America's 3 million dreamers, young immigrants who came to the United States as children, are an important part of our country and our generation. These young people are here to stay, and it's time for Congress to step it up. It's long past time that we passed the DREAM Act and provided a path to citizenship for these young people, and that we make financial aid and in-state tuition available to all dreamers. They're eager to put their talents to work in their communities. Making college affordable for them will help them do that. The average dreamer came here at the age of 6 and has been here for over 20 years. They've spent most of their lives in American public schools. They're our friends, neighbors, valedictorians, future somebodies. They deserve to pursue the American dream, including a college degree. Show us the numbers. Imagine buying a car and not being able to know if that car has airbags, what its gas mileage is, or what your payment would be on it. You'd be pretty frustrated, right? And you probably wouldn't end up buying the car. Well, that's not so different from what students face right now when picking a college. There's some basic information out there, but no one can really provide you all of the information of what a school can do for you, or how much it would cost. That's because there's currently a ban on collecting and sharing data that could give you a better sense of your chance of success at any given school. It's time to open up access to more data. The College Transparency Act would do just that. College is one of the biggest investments that you'll make in your lifetime. You should have access to all of the information you need to make the right choice. Quality control. Okay, so let's say you go to a school, you take on debt, and you graduate. Then you spend months or even years trying to find a job in your field and one that helps you live your life and pay for it. What if that was the story for most of your classmates or most of the other students at your school? What do we do when we know that schools aren't serving students well? How do we protect them? Right now, students take on all the risks of going to college and have almost nowhere to turn if those schools aren't meeting basic quality standards. It's time to change that. Congress can do more to hold schools accountable and make sure they have skin in the game, especially if that game is your financial future. Students spend their time, money, and hard work getting a degree. They should expect a quality education in return. And lastly, avoiding a lifelong debt sentence. Graduation day should be a day of celebration, but for too many students, it's just the first day of the rest of their lives paying off student loans. And that high student loan debt is leading to more and more defaults. People of color, women, and LGBTQ borrowers are more likely to have high student loan balances and to have more problems paying off their debt. In fact, Black borrowers who graduated are more likely to default than their white peers who had to drop out. Something is clearly wrong with our student loan system. We need to simplify student loan repayment and make it easier for students to afford paying off their loans or pursuing forgiveness. Nobody should be paying off their loans when they're going into retirement, and no one should have to go into financial ruin to pursue a college degree. So that's 5 big ideas about the future of higher education. Find out more about all of these proposals in our 2018 Higher Ed Agenda here. Let us know if we missed anything or if there's anything that you would add. And don't forget to vote on November 6th. It's your opportunity to raise your voice about higher education and other issues that you care about. Thanks for watching.